I'm just finishing these up and then I'm gonna head off to the post office. It's 2/13, December the 8th. So I just wanted to show all the doodles. Well, this is gonna be the doodle for every little doodle pal envelope. It's this snowman holding the little envelope. Skiing downhill, I guess, or sliding downhill. Alright, I'm gonna finish that up. I actually want to eat lunch before I go.
Exactly how I expected them to. Oh yeah, you're definitely missing the flavor.
Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, December the 9th, 12:39 in the afternoon. This is what I kind of want to do with my bangs. I'm growing them out so I can thin them out, but also have them drape over the sides of my face. Kind of like, what do you call it? Is it like a 70s style? But my bangs are just too bulky, so I want to grow them out and cut them properly again. And also show a little bit of my forehead. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. My face is round, square, so I've always had it framed with bangs, but we'll see. Alright, so today I am going to be tackling the closet, but before I do that, I'm kind of getting my bearings here and getting everything kind of cleaned up. I'm gonna cue some videos and stuff to put on while I do that. Basically stalling a little bit before I tackle it. Hopefully I can get that done today and also work on my clothes closet, but let me show you the damage. Let me turn on this light. Alright, unfortunately with the way my room is laid out, this is blocking the other door of the closet, so I can only access it through here, which is fine. It's manageable if I do it piecemeal. So I'm gonna tackle, this stuff is paper and some original art, because that's the only way I can store it, is in between the sheets of my huge watercolor block, and also that grocery bag. And then this I want to kind of take out and use. So button parts, which kind of work this way, they just look messy. And then this is all my papers that I use for printing out zines and stuff, which I'm still gonna do. I need to organize this all. So, and then sticker paper right here that I just kind of stacked. And then up there are my screen printing things, which is a project that I've kind of shelved for now because of space, and also it's hard for me to get paints with COVID. Yeah, just some extra art supplies. Like that box has my felting stuff. So it's not so bad. It just needs a little bit of stacking and organizing. This accordion thing has all my tax receipts and stuff, which I haven't touched in a long time. So yeah, let's kind of get this. I don't know how much I can film. I guess I could use my tripod. All right. This lighting and angle is not very good. Anyway, I just picked a pair of earrings to wear today, which doesn't work because I'm wearing my headphones. So I'll take them off. but I'm doing the original art stuff. It just piles up like this eventually. So these are my earrings. The owls. I'm wearing headphones, so it kind of hurts, but I was pulling out my the paintings that I did recently, so I thought I'd show you them if you don't follow me on my social media. So I got this angel thing. I did this snail one pretty recently, and then the sliced bread lady. This one has been my favorite so far. The smoking sphinx, I guess. She's smoking a hamster. This lady bug thing. And this one was the last one. So I just haven't sat down to paint because I've been obsessing over comics lately. So anyway, I'm compiling them all here. I'm organizing them based on originals, sketches, and then extra paper. Or like paper I can use. And then like this stuff, I did this on Photoshop. I printed it out to use to trace onto the watercolor. So I kind of keep a lot of my sketches. I'm the type of artist who does sketches on loose sheets. So like this one, I had an idea, but I didn't really like it. It was a mermaid, skinny mermaid kind of looking in the mirror. So I keep this stuff. And then I cleaned it up. I don't know if you can see that. So I keep this stuff and it piles up. I have a bag here for scrap. As you can see here, me just working on ideas. And this one was the original sketch for the smoking sphinx lady. And I keep these. Like this is another one. This is just all pencil crayon. It was an experiment. I'm keeping that. And this pile is eventually going to my store as originals. I did update my store fairly recently. Scrap, but also garbage. And this was the Grinch sketch. This was the original Hydra idea, which I still kind of like, so I'm keeping it. And then another iteration of the Grinch, which I think I can throw out. Here's another one. Kind of just keep working. Here's another one. Some people will say it's a waste of paper and it's better to do it on Photoshop, but I really like working on hard copy. And then this is some extra sheets that I can keep. Oops, where is it? I guess I'll keep it here. And then I also keep extra watercolor paper to use for testing colors out. So this one, I can use the back of it, so I do keep it. I had a pile. I think it was here. Some doodles. I really like this guy, so I want to keep it for an idea. So I've been keeping them. Like, look, I made him. This was gonna be the doodles for the last cycle of Patron, but I decided to go with another thing. Anyway, I'm keeping it, and my camera's overheating, so I'll check on you after it cools down. Alright, now I'm gonna cut up some watercolor paper that I can use for testing sheets. These have doodles and drawings on them that I won't miss, so just kind of cut them to size so I can store them easier. I always need sheets, and then there are sheets that have pencil drawings on them that work fine, so I'll just erase it. But I have a stack already. Maybe I'll check if I can. Yes, I have a stack here of them. All this is scrap. Maybe I'll find another spot. So I have enough scrap. I think I'll just have to throw the rest away. You can hear the shower go again. As you can see, I have to organize all my receipts. I just kind of piled them on top. The problem is this wasn't very accessible, so I have to figure out a situation for a better way to fix that. All these drawers need to be cleaned and fixed. but I did used to have it beside. Okay, I don't know how long it's been, but here is the update. So much cleaner. So I have everything organized based on how much I use them. So the sticker stuff I use all the time, so they're the very top. And this part is mostly the papers that I use exclusively for zines, like all the time. And then the bottom part are colored cardstock paper that I use to pack Patreon stuff, which I use fairly often. So they're in the front, and at the back is chipboard. This is how much chipboard I have left. I bought a box, a huge box of chipboard from Staples a while back. And this is how much I have left. And then at the bottom here are paper that I don't use as often for making zines and comics and stuff. I moved my originals here, and these are my screens. That is my convention poster that is out of commission for a while, and then some just packing paper. And over here, I'm gonna move this stool whenever I need to access this, and I use this stool a lot when I'm watering my plants, so it's accessible. And at the corner there are my button parts, so more organized than last time. I have my my Cricut mat really dirty hanging there, and just some bags that I use, and then all my vendor badges from a long time ago, or yeah, conventions. Okay, and then some bags here. This is a bag that I got from Liquor Audible a while ago that I never really want to use because it's so pretty. It's handmade, hand-drawn. So I just kind of keep it there. Maybe if I have an outfit that matches it, I'll use that. And then I organized the upper part. I have some frames that I don't use there. And then my screen printing, my felting stuff, and then just some boxes actually that I kept that are nice, and some binding glue. And that is it. And this guy is my next thing that I'm gonna tackle. It is the painting thingy. I forget what it's called, but it's a mess in there, so I'd like to use it more. I kind of don't like having it outside because this room is already cramped with all the stuff I have, but it's kind of the best thing when I'm trying to access paints and stuff, so all my paint will go here, and there's more space for my pencil crayons in there instead of me having to have them out like this. So yeah, I mean, it's a sacrifice. We'll see how it goes. I even have pencil crayons there that I can't use because I don't have enough table space for them when I use it, so it'll be good just here. So I'm just going to organize this. It is already 3:16 and it's getting gloomy already. Anyway, let me update you on what's going on here. You saw the cleaner closet. It's kind of, I should turn on my light. Whoop. Really nothing much has changed on this side. I did wipe down the surfaces of my table there, and then this part I still need to organize everything in here. I did organize this drawer, which is full of just blank watercolor paper that I use for painting, and then the rest, the bottom has my art books and stuff for sale, and then this stuff is packing, which I haven't touched. But yeah, I'm really proud of this cleanup job here. Why is this open? Yeah, so this is more accessible, easier to work with, less of an eyesore, and I got space, so that is great. Here is where my art, I forget what it's called, caddy, I guess my caddy ends up. So I'm gonna try and have it there whenever I'm not using it, and it's all clear. The stuff on top is stuff I have to bring downstairs, my old phones that I don't want to throw away. Look at that. I love this phone. I wish they would come back with that kind of thing. A packet that I want to bring downstairs to the kitchen, and some earrings. And then I haven't touched the inside of that either. There are more packing supplies and inks and stuff. At the bottom I have my washi tapes, which I still have a lot of. So this part is clearer now. There's no more pencil crayons. They're all in the art caddy. And yeah, just ready for painting. I just have some scrap paper here that I actually have to put into the printer, and this part will still have all my art journal stuff. Speaking of art journal, remember that I started the art doodle a day calendar. I did get a warning from somebody that this paper does peel, like the sheets from this sketchbook does peel, and they do, so I kind of want to start something for January that doesn't have that, so I'll just buy another. I really like the Mujis, so I might just get that if Muji opens up again. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't really touched this area, so my plants are doing fine. So that's it right now. I'm gonna continue just sprucing up a little bit more, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do next for today. The closed closet, I'll save that for maybe tonight or tomorrow. We'll see how I feel like. I also put my palettes to soak, especially this one. I just put some dish soap and baking soda in hot water. This water's pretty hot. Okay, let's see if I can scratch it off. I think this is mostly gouache and acrylic and some watercolor, but it is working. I think it was soaking in here for about 45 minutes or something. Okay, I'm gonna stop because the sound, sorry.
Good. It's all very perfectly planned.
Snack. I'm on page 10 of the short comic. I kind of want to do like 10-pager comics every month, I think. Lately I've been quite ambitious with comic length, so I'm gonna try and kick back into it with short comics that I can post on Instagram or something like that. So I'm on page 10 once I do the pencils, and this is going to be done digitally, so we'll see. I'm just drawing somebody drinking water. So I'm going to do this. Hopefully I can get to coloring at least one page, finalizing 1 to 2 pages so I can post it on Patreon, because I know a bunch of people are waiting on me on content on that on Patreon. I have been on a break from there for a while, so I kind of want to have something up soon. That is my hope. I had Pineapple. My boyfriend and I were watching Austin Powers. Good morning. It is Thursday, December 10th, 11:26. I woke up maybe about an hour ago. Well, more than an hour ago. I woke up at around 9, so it's now 11:26. And I've just been working on my comic. I'm doing the colors now. I think in the previous clip, maybe you saw me doing the line art. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. This is my morning face. I told myself to pick up the camera before I did get ready for the day, just so I can tell myself I don't need to be made up every time I'm on the camera. So I can make it easier for me to vlog. I've had that anxiety lately, being in front of the camera, not being done up. I think it's just, anyway, I don't know. I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm becoming a little bit more anxious. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I just noticed that I'm a bit more type A on some things and a bit more anxious about stuff. Anyway, yeah, so I'm on page 4. Oh, I'm on page 5. No, I'm on page 4 coloring it in. So, yeah, last night my boyfriend and I were just watching movies, and then I was on TikTok, and I decided I really like watching what I eat in a day TikToks, which can be triggering for some people, but the more real ones you can tell, and I like seeing that stuff. And I was debating on whether or not to, well, I'm not debating. I already made a TikTok account that will probably focus on what I eat in a days, but for myself. But then I'm like, but I already have a personal Instagram where I can kind of do the same thing. it's just TikTok filming is a lot easier because I can combine clips, and Instagram does not allow you to stitch clips together, and TikTok does. So that's mainly the reason why I wanted to do it on TikTok instead of Instagram, even though I am posting sometimes on my personal Instagram. So yeah, I was just doing that last night. If I do post some what I eat in a day stuff on that TikTok, I will let you know what that is. And if you're interested in seeing that kind of stuff like I do, the what I eat in a days I really like seeing is from this one. It started from this one girl. She lives in Korea, and she just like, it's just so fun to see what she eats throughout the day. And it's not like she's controlled her portions too much or anything like that. I need to find her. But I thought it was so cute. She was like eating Korean candies and treats and stuff for snacks, and her dinners are so good. Anyway, yeah. I want to get ready for the day, like, and work on that closet, but I'm waiting for my boyfriend to sleep in a little bit more before I make noise. So I'm just gonna be coloring in some comic pages. There is a total of 12 pages in this one. Yeah, it's a 12 pager. I guess it would be 12. No, it'll be a 16 page with the cover and the back cover, but the whole, like the core of the comic is 12 pages total. Right, so I'm gonna slowly work on that throughout the day. Maybe later in the day I will do some painting because I do feel like putting that in my schedule. And yeah, that's it for my morning update, and I will probably talk to you guys later. Bangs kind of dried in the way I want them to. So if I get them longer, it'll kind of spill over here this way and I can cut it. Anyway, it's now 1:13 and my boyfriend is awake, so I can make some coffee. We were sleeping in the living room last night. We've been sleeping in the living room since my vacation started, just because I like the couch and I like sleeping on the couch. And I decided just to stay in my pajamas today. I did do my makeup. I just put some eyeliner and some blush. I was on the phone with our internet company. I was just begging for any promos they had so we can get our internet bill down, and I successfully got shaved off $15 every month for a year. So that's good. Internet here is so horrible. It's so expensive for even not the great, like not even the greatest speed. That's why I can never stream. It just dies constantly, and it's expensive for what it was. It was $60 for not even the highest speed. So it's now 45, which is not bad. But yeah, next, in a couple, I think next year I'm gonna try and beg them to get our phone bills down too. I've been with this phone company. They do internet as well, but I've been with them for a very long time, so there might be some consideration there. Ooh, I just noticed my pothos has some more shoots. Got some new leaves here and over there. I don't know if you can see that one. That guy, he's gonna unfurl. And I did repot a bunch. I did cut this pothos and also that one. I know from experience that this guy, see, he's much shorter now. He used to trail around my window, but I decided to cut him. And it takes a while for this guy to create new leaves. But you can see there are some growing. This is where I cut him. And then this is one cutting from quite a while back. It's taking a long time to kind of grow. And then this is from the pothos. You can see a leaf coming out there. This one's really saggy though, and I don't know why. Hopefully it'll pick up. But oh, I have some little knickknacks around the plant shelf here. This succulent is doing really well. Remember when I took off little leaves to, what do you call it, propagate? Didn't really do too well with that, so we just have this long succulent. I might try again next time. I think it dried out too much. And then I did repot some of my Palea babies. So there are a couple downstairs as well. And this pothos came from this pothos. So doing okay. Yeah, a couple new leaves. Oh, here's another one. Right there. Okay, I'm gonna make my coffee. I bought more coffee. a bunch of different flavored coffees here. Vanilla custard pie, which I like. Hazel Lino muffin, caramel cookie. This one's an espresso, so it's smaller. This one, these are just regular coffees. This is a double espresso, so it's slightly bigger. And then these are regular coffees. They fit really nicely. I'm gonna have a vanilla one today. Vanilla custard pie. Alright, it is now 2:30. I worked on a cover. So the covers for these are going to be fairly quick because I want to do as much comics as I can. So I'd really like spending a lot of time on covers when I can. But if I'm going to embark on this project, I'd like to kind of get faster with the covers. Yeah, so I guess it's sacrificing a little bit of the quality for quantity. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get more time to work on certain covers and stuff like that. But yeah, so I posted the first 6 pages plus the, I guess that's including the cover, up on Patreon for $1 or more. And I asked my patrons if they would prefer to get updates with a few pages every time, since they're going to be short comics anyway, or if they want the full thing posted and then that's it. So what I'm planning is I'm going to be posting the comics on Patreon first, and then I will be uploading them on my Twitter and Instagram after a little bit, so there is that early access. But yeah, I was wondering, I got a comment from Rosin, who is one of my patrons. Sorry if I butchered your name, but they preferred a updates because of the anticipation. So that's interesting. That's good to know. So anyway, I'm gonna go tackle my clothes closet and stop pointing at you. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, here's another before shot. Yeah, see, I tend to pile up a lot of my stuff on top of my dresser, so that's not really good. And yeah, okay, let's go. And here is the after. Not really much change, just a bit more organized for me. I'm gonna make it my goal to not have this place, the top of my dresser, so messy. So what I did is this, I reused my pajamas for the day, so I'm gonna use that tonight. But I have pants here that I use pretty often, an extra towel, and then all of my sweaters that I use almost every day, like almost every week, they're there. Someone interrupted me. Yeah, so I use these sweaters all the time, and I think I just need to buy more hangers. I hate hanging stuff, so I kind of avoid it as much as I can, but I really should. So I kind of pile a lot of clothes in one hanger, which makes it less accessible. And I have this thing where I don't want to wear something because I like it too much, so I never wear it. It's really stupid. Like this top, I wore it once, and then my shirts that I bought pretty recently, somewhere in there, and then like I don't use it because I don't want to mess it up. But that's really stupid. Anyway, yeah, so it's more organized. I just need to buy more hangers. Put my dirty clothes there, and then this is like to lug stuff up and down the laundry room. Ah, it's my underwear drawer. Anyway, you don't want to hear all of this, but I'm also gonna try and keep this area clear. So this stuff I use, like my stockings, and then my house coat, my belts and stuff, and my more lingerie-ish things are up here. So yeah, a lot better, and I'm glad I got that off of my list for this week. Oh, and this stuff I'm donating. I am donating. Not much. I wished I would have gotten rid of more stuff, but for now, I think it's manageable. These jeans I have had forever, but I just decided to donate them. They're still pretty good. I just decided to put it in the donate pile because they are low-rise jeans, and they're horrible. Nice material, very, what do you call this? Very durable, but low-rise. Horrible. Look at that sky. It is almost 5 o'clock. That's sunset. I'm trying to make these gift magnets. I'll show you what I have. I have a set downstairs that that I have in our fridge just to test it out, but I am struggling with the packaging. I think I should have, because they're magnets, right? So they tend to stick to each other. Well, maybe if I just package it like that, but then you wouldn't see what they are. Yeah, so I was thinking these fridge magnets, there would be staples for what you get in the fridge. So for example, bread. So everybody gets bread. That's a thing that they have in their pantry. And then there's milk, of course. Milk, bread, and then there's save for later. And then there's butter. People usually use butter. Bread and butter, you know, staples, and then eggs. So those are the 4 staples that I drew. And then I did 2 magnets that just have need and have. So you kind of put it on your fridge and you put them under what you need to get for the at the grocery store and what you already have. So you kind of just glance at your fridge and then go to the grocery store. And then to personalize it, I'm drawing for individual family members if I know what they consider as staples for themselves. So I know that my boyfriend's mom always has Coke Zero in the fridge because she likes like Diet Coke, Coke Zero. So I drew a Coke Zero can. And then for the packaging, which I'm trying to figure out because they're magnets, they're kind of difficult to put together, I can do the tags as like Sue's staples, and then my friend, someone's name, and then their staples fridge magnets. So I don't have any thin like metal backing to use for these, so I'm really struggling with how to package them because they kind of just they kind of just want to stick to each other. So I don't know, and then they scratch each other up, so I'm trying to figure out what to do. I wonder if my felt would help. Where did I put my felt? Okay, there's a lot of push and pull happening in this package, but so this is the initial idea unless I come up with something better. But Sue's staples, and then you got butter, eggs, milk, bread, and then on the back you have the need and the have buttons, and then the button that I think is her staple, which is Coke Zero, and it's upside down because I struggle to put the magnets in here. So let me show you what I have on my fridge. Okay, so we're at my fridge. We usually write down what we need on this little notepad, but yeah, so this is what we have. I made a protein one, but I don't think I'm gonna, it's too vague and too broad, so I'm just gonna keep it to eggs, butter, bread, and milk. So you have the need and then you have the have. So we have butter, we have bread, we have milk, we probably need eggs, and we always need protein, so I just put it under there. But that's the idea. And then if people request a specific grocery item, then that's pretty cool. My boyfriend's like, but this was actually my boyfriend's idea and I thought it was really cute. So yeah, and then if you got protein, you just move it to the have section. If you have eggs, you just move it to the have section, and you know you need butter, you put it there. I thought it was so cute. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it back. And that's it. Okay. My battery is about to die, but I wanted to show you guys the final. I'm so happy I got 2 people off of my list for the magnets. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy more stuff like chocolates and little candies to make a little package, but yeah, so Sue staples, have the staples there, and then the Diet Coke like I showed earlier, and then Ava's staples, she has orange juice. So I thought that was really cute. These buttons are from the ceramic button set that I got from People Power Press a while back. So I can tell that I'm going to be obsessed with magnet making now. I don't know how it's going to be going on the store, but yeah, I don't know. In terms of like packaging and sending it off, it might be a little bit difficult because they're magnets, but I don't know. I'm obsessed.